I hate these little pavey road things, they're so slippery. Good morning, YouTubers. Calm Biker here again. It's the Saturday before Christmas and I'm just out for my first ride in a week. I'm out delivering Christmas cards again, so I'm going to go and pop one into a colleague and also one to the lady who we often get her post and she often gets ours. Time to swap Christmas cards. Still never met her or seen her, but we'll give her a card. So I've not been on the bike for a week. I've been going through my old clips and putting together random clip videos and uploading them, mainly because I've managed to injure my back. I've no idea what I've done, but I've not been able to twist without getting a pain across the centre of my back. And also even kind of deep breathing was causing a bit of pain, so certainly I wasn't going to be in a state to be able to control a bike safely. Even doing a lifesaver check a few days ago would have been too painful, so the bike stayed in the garage nice and safe and didn't take that risk. So I don't want to drop it, I didn't want to make my injury any worse. And I didn't want to be a danger on the roads because I couldn't really control the bike. So I've spent the time that I would have been on the bike doing a bit of reading and a bit of watching some instructional videos all about bikes. So I asked for people's advice on how I can build a bit of confidence, and I always want to be improving my riding. I've not been at it very long, but I want to make sure I can be as safe as possible and as in control as possible. So I got hold of the IAM Institute of Advanced Motorists book. I think I paid 1p and £2.80 delivery for a second-hand copy off Amazon, and I read that. It's quite interesting, well worth a read. Nothing about particularly controlling the bike, it's all about road positioning and all that kind of thing, safety and what have you. But it's all worth a read. Hopefully it's all sinking in, although probably at the minute I'm in completely the wrong road position. Hey ho. I've also got hold of the Police Roadcraft Manual. Haven't read that one yet, I'm about a chapter or two in. And again, that's all about safe positioning on the road and making sure you're having good observation. It's good, it makes me think about things that I haven't thought about. So, you know, I'm already looking well up the road for things coming the other way and trying to get myself in the best position, although sometimes I'm failing dismally. And I'm also, you know, tend to be looking at, in some cases, pulling to the outside of turns so that you can see round better and all that kind of thing that you get taught when you're learning anyway. But then it was all interesting things to think about. So little things like if there's a turning and it's blind, or you know, a junction it's blind, looking for shadows on the road. That's something I've not thought about. I don't know whether I've done it subconsciously or not, but quite interesting. And then things like if you see you know, roadworks, thinking about what could be on the road. If you see a lot of delivery lorries, you know, could there be somewhere where delivery lorries are stopping nearby and dropping diesel on the road, and all these kind of one step remove thoughts. So not looking at the hazard that's immediately there, but you know, what other hazards could be caused because this type of thing is there normally. If that makes any sense. Look at that damn rattle on my bike again. I'm going to have to find out what that rattle is. It's just about 3,000 revs. I just get this irritating rattle. Something slightly loose somewhere, I'm guessing. So get me spanners out and have a look. And then last night I watched a Twist of the Wrist 2 DVD that I got again off Amazon. all these things are second hand. I don't see the point of buying them new. So people tend to read them or watch them once or twice, and then they've taken on that information, so they decide they're going to get rid of the DVD or book. And a lot of these books are 1 or 2 pence, and I think the DVD was about £1, and then you pay for your delivery, but it always works out a lot cheaper than buying the brand new one. Save a few pennies and get 2 books and a DVD for the price of 1 book. Anyway, the DVD, so that one's all about controlling the bike and not particularly about, you know, road safety in particular. And that one I found very interesting. So a lot of things, I mean, if you've seen it, you'll see they've gone about 8 what do they call them? God, I can't remember what we call them. SRs they are. It'll come to me. But it's all about the natural reactions that you have when something starts to go wrong. It's not safety reactions, you know, self-preservation reactions or something like that. It'll come to me. And it's things like when you're in a turn and you think you're going wide, you might shut off the throttle, and that causes the bike to become unsettled and you go wider before you can start to bring it back in again. And things like going for the brakes in turns, and I was watching them, and of the 8 I realised that probably 7, and if I'm honest maybe all 8 things that I do. So it's things that I'm going to have to go and practice and train myself out of, because it is the natural reaction to do, isn't it? Something's going wrong and you kind of tense up and put the brakes on and shut the throttle off, and as they were explaining with some quite interesting science stuff, all of these things potentially unsettle a bike and just make things worse, and you end up crashing, and that'll spoil your day a lot. So although it's incredibly cheesy, that DVD, if you are a new rider, it is worth a look. It's been done by a guy called, did I just leave my indicator on all the way down that road? Videos by a guy called Keith Code, but the UK version has a voiceover by Julian Ryder, who is the guy off the Eurosport MotoGP coverage that we used to have before BT Sport ruined it for us. But it's quite good. You do feel like you're at school, and there are some really cheesy sections where it's like a race school, and there's Keith Code at the front and lots of kids, all kind of teenagers or probably a bit younger than that. I can't judge ages, all shouting out don't take the brakes off and things like that, which you have to it's probably best watched with a beer so you can laugh at it rather than feel the cheese. Smell my cheese. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll talk to you all again soon.